Hey there, folks. Just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. There's gonna be a little bit of a time discrepancy with this video because I had originally planned to upload this on Saturday, but unfortunately, nature had other plans and my internet was out for a while. Good news is that my internet is back up and restored. So, anyhow, enjoy the video that I made originally on Saturday. I'll catch you guys later. What is going on, everyone? It is I, Die Gamer, once again. And I got myself another package today from Kidshoryuken. So I actually have two packages here. The first one, the games were all combined into one package that was done by somebody else, so I'm going to go ahead and get through those games real fast. Then we'll move on to the games that I got in the package today. So, also, I am wearing my Super Mario Brothers shirt from Designed by Humans. They sell officially licensed Nintendo shirts on there, so if you're looking for Nintendo shirts, go by designedbyhumans.com and be sure to support them. It's also where I got my Han Solo and Chewbacca shirt from Solo, A Star Wars Story. So, enough about that. Let's get on right to the games, shall we? I don't know how long ago it was since I got this package, or the two packages that I received separately from when I signed up for Kidshoryuken's bi-monthly Patreon box again. It must have been a while, I know that much. So, first up, we have Danganropa, another episode for the PlayStation Vita. I do have a PlayStation Vita, but it doesn't get very much use. So, pardon me. I used to know what the Japanese title of this game was, but I forgot. So, and I haven't played any of the Danganropa games in that franchise, so this is gonna be a new experience to me. It's made by Spike Chunsoft, the former developers of the Dragon Quest games. And, let's see. Next up is this game, Shinovi Versus. I also forgot what the Japanese title for this one was. The Japanese text, rather. I don't really know what kind of game this is, but, like I said, this is another game that I'm gonna have to pop into my Vita or watch some gameplay footage of, because I don't really know what this game is or what it's about, so Jim or Kidshoryuken chose some interesting Vita games. Let's see. Next up, we've got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 games for the PlayStation 2. First up is Samurai Spirits 0 for the PlayStation 2. This was back when SNK Playmore was around. And that was right around at the time where SNK ended up going bankrupt, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know if this is a prequel to the Samurai Showdown series or Samurai Spirits series, as it's known over there in Japan. Not entirely sure, but I've definitely neglected these games. I haven't tried them out or placed them in my PlayStation 2. Here's what the instruction manual as well as the disc looks like, for all of you out there wondering. Samurai Spirit / Samurai Showdown. I've only played the first game in that franchise on the arcade version. So, next up we have Gunslinger Girl Volumes 1 and 2, also for the PlayStation 2. I have not watched the Gunslinger Girl anime, so I should probably watch the anime before I play the games. It would definitely make a lot more sense, I feel. And the last time I checked, Gunslinger Girl, I don't know if it was Volume 1 or Volume 2 that ended up costing a lot on pricecharting.com. So, also, here's... How am I gonna do this? Okay, here's what the backs of these games look like. So you get 2 games for the price of 1 based on an anime that I haven't watched yet. So, there are those games. I also forgot to mention that I absolutely really like the art on the Japanese PlayStation 2 games. They're really well done, as well as well made. Gunslinger Girl Volume 1. Okay, so is this... Oh, okay, so it's a DVD video. Okay. I thought it was a 2-disc game, but apparently not. So, there's that for Volume 1. And, let's see. Oh, the Volume 2 comes with a DVD video as well. Awesome. So, here's the disc for Gunslinger Girl Volume 2. I had no idea that there were DVD videos for both of these. That's interesting. And last, but certainly not least, for the PlayStation 2, we have Saint Seiya the Hades Chapter Sanctuary, also for the PlayStation 2. I am not very familiar with Saint Seiya, even though, aside from the fact it's known as Knights of the Zodiac here in America, for some odd reason. And, you absolutely got to love, the attention to detail with the 3D models for this game, because they look absolutely like the characters from the Saint Seiya anime. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that there was a new Saint Seiya anime that came out like a couple years ago or something like that. Somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. So, those are all of the PlayStation 2 games that I got. Got a couple of Sega Saturn games here. First up is Capcom Generation Volume 4, which includes Gun.Smoke, as well as, what are the other two games? God. I had them, I thought I had the other games memorized, but another one of them is Commando, and I don't remember what the third one is off the top of my head. I would have to look it up. So it's Gun.Smoke, Commando, and one other game that I don't remember off the top of my head. And these are the arcade versions of the games that were emulated for this release. So, this is really awesome. I have, tried this out to see if it works, and it does. So, there is that. And also, before I forget, there is what the disc looks like, along with the instruction manual. I wish that Sega Saturn games here in America came on, well, yeah, they did come in CDs, but they didn't have the jewel cases. They had those long-ass box things, which I don't really understand. Sega of Japan had the right idea when it came to releasing games for the Sega Saturn. Anyhow, next up for the Sega Saturn is Puzzle Bobble 2. Of course, this is a puzzle game based on the Bubble Bobble franchise from Taito. And, not really sure what kind of puzzle game this is entirely. I'm guessing that it might be like Puyo Puyo, if I'm not mistaken, so... I love the artwork on the back here, too, as well, which is really well made. And also, here's what the inside looks like real fast. I really do appreciate the Japanese artwork for the Japanese versions of these games that either didn't see a release outside of America or did end up seeing a release here in the States, but the artwork as well as the artwork on the game case itself as well as the game disc were probably different from the Japanese and North American versions. There's no better example of that than Akumajo Dracula X Nocturne in the Moonlight and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Anyhow, we gotta get going, because still have quite a bit of games to showcase here. We got some PlayStation 3 titles here. First up is Blade Arcus from Shining EX. And I'm guessing that this is probably a fighting game, if I'm not mistaken. I have definitely not tried this game out since I got this game from Kidshoryuken. So, I'm definitely gonna need to pop this game in and give it a shot. I don't think it's a fighting game, though. Kidshoryuken can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I really like the artwork on the back of this game as well. Very anime-like, as well as anime-inspired. I don't think that this game is based on an anime, though. And last but certainly not least for the PlayStation 3, we have Gundam Breaker 2. And I'm very surprised that this wasn't given a North American release on the PlayStation 3. You would have thought with Gundam being such a big franchise over here in America that they would have localized the game and brought it over here for the PlayStation 3 in America, but that wasn't the case, so... Unfortunately, it has a whole lot of Japanese, and there is a Google document for all of the parts and all that stuff, but I would just like an unofficial English fan translation so I can play this game and understand what in the world is going on and what you're supposed to do, that would actually help really a whole lot. I do appreciate Jim getting this game for me though, but with all of the menus and everything, it just feels like it's going to be daunting. So there is Gundam Breaker 2 for the PlayStation 3. And we actually have a couple Famicom titles here. So first up is the Japanese version of Mighty Final Fight for the Famicom. The North American version, oh my goodness. If you check eBay for the North American version, it's probably absolutely ridiculously expensive. This game is basically a 2D remake of the original Final Fight, which came out in the arcades, as well as got a port for the Super Nintendo, but you could only play as Cody and Guy in the Super Nintendo version. So this is basically a retelling of the first Final Fight game, and I really like the chibi 2D sprite work for all of the characters in this game. It's really awesome. So there is Mighty Final Fight from Capcom, and last but certainly not least in this box, we have the Japanese version of Street Fighter 2010, also from Capcom. I do know that the Japanese version, I think the Japanese version of this game was more in line with the Street Fighter mythos, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody will correct me on that if I am mistaken, but this is basically, I think, the same game as the North American version for the NES. Not 100% sure. Haven't popped this into my Retron 5 to see if I'm right about that though, but I will be doing that after I'm done filming this video and all that stuff. So those are all of the games that I got in my first box. Oh my god, so not going to be able to close that box because, like I said previously, those were two separate boxes from when I signed up for Kidshoryuken's bi-monthly Patreon box again. And here we have what I got in today. And we got some more Sega Saturn goodness, which is always a good thing. You can never have too much Japanese Sega Saturn games, that's for sure. Okay, so first up is Super Dimension Macross for the Sega Saturn. Of course, this was brought over here to America as Robotech. Not the game, but the anime that this game is based on. So, and who doesn't love shooters that are based on Macross or Robotech? And I think this, yeah, this is a 2-disc game by the looks of it. Here's the spine card. And, ooh. I don't... How am I gonna... Okay. Here is what the first disc looks like. And, let's see. And here is what the second disc looks like real quick. By the way, I think all of the seasons of the Macross / Robotech anime are available on Blu-ray here in North America. Okay, so next up for the Sega Saturn is Puzzle Bobble 3. This is the third entry in the Puzzle Bobble series, and I have not played Puzzle Bobble 2 that I showcased earlier, so I don't know if there's any improvements for the third edition of this game in this series. I will have to check that out later. But here is what the CD looks like along with the manual. So, I didn't really know that Puzzle Bobble was a very popular, what's the word I'm looking for here? Very popular sub-series of the Bubble Bobble franchise. I didn't know that. So, next up, we got, looks like, Puyo Puyo Sun for the Nintendo 64. And I've been getting a lot of Japanese Nintendo 64 games from Video Games Monthly, but they're basically Japanese versions of games that came out for the Nintendo 64 here in America. So, this is the first ever Japanese exclusive Nintendo 64 game that I have in my collection now. So, which is very awesome. And, I also modded the cartridge slot tray for my Nintendo 64. I swapped out the regular Nintendo 64 cartridge slot with a 3D printed Nintendo 64 cartridge slot, which will allow you to play both North American and Japanese Nintendo 64 games. Here is what the Japanese, the back of the Japanese cover box looks like. Trying to having a little bit of difficulty with words. And last up is whatever this game is. I'll need to look up... I'll need to look this up on Google because I don't know what the Japanese name of this game is. Hopefully, Kidshoryuken can comment in the comment section below and let me know. But, ooh, this definitely... by the way the game looks like on the back, it looks like a Yakuza game, but it doesn't really... I'm not entirely 100% sure what this game is or what it's about, so I'll definitely need to look that up. And, I know that it was made by IREM, the creators of the legendary R-Type franchise. Don't know if you folks can see the disc because it's reflecting off of my webcam. Hopefully you guys can see it. Was this made by... Yep, IREM Software Engineering Incorporated, so... It's a good thing that IREM tried to do something different and tried to make an entirely new IP, because IREM is mostly known for their shooters, especially the R-Type franchise, like I talked about previously. So, those are all the games that I got with my game box from Kidshoryuken today, as well as whenever the last time he sent me a package. So, my god. That's a lot of bubble wrap, though, too. My goodness, the bubble wrap. So, I also got myself quite a bit of other stuff, but I'll end up saving that for another time. I've also been collecting video game soundtracks on vinyl. I just recently got the soundtrack for Super Shinobi, also known as Revenge of Shinobi here in America. And the soundtracks for Mega Man 2 as well as Mega Man 3 will be released sometime this month. Unfortunately, you aren't able to pre-order that because the pre-orders are sold out, unfortunately. And, I also found out recently that the soundtracks for Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, and Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater will be getting a release on vinyl at some point in the future. So, also, just a quick update on my Twitch channel. I unfortunately had to cancel my stream yesterday because of thunderstorms that were going on. And it was raining off and on, and pretty much I decided that I didn't want to chance it, so hopefully, if the weather cooperates tomorrow, I will be back tomorrow with either more of Kirby and the Forgotten Land or Kamen Rider Backrider War Genesis for the PS3 and PS4. So, if you want to follow me on Twitch, my Twitch is twitch.tv/diehardgamer1983. I try and go live every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. I definitely need to get back into the groove of that schedule again. So, with all that being said, I guess I'll see you guys next time. So until then, this has been Die Hard Gamer signing out, and I'll catch you guys next time.